Hey guys, so this is a little different, but kind of goes in the concept of what I've been talking about for a long time, specifically on goals and why, and making sure you're doing the things you should be doing and not focusing on some of this random stuff. So I know this may not be huge for some of you, but our dog just passed away, and I'm a bit of a robot. I don't express emotions. I'm sure it'll catch up to me soon, but and I usually don't express things on Facebook, but I did post something from my on my page. We've had her for a very long time. Like many of you guys who grow real close to your pets, there's something special to you, especially when they will go mountain biking with you or hike the AT with you. But this is kind of what I want to get into just for a little bit, and it's really to you dads that are out there, because I am a dad, and I know, I mean, I could probably talk to the moms, but I've never been a mom. So I can't. I mean, or at least I can't specifically. I can in generalities. And you guys can get a little bit from this. But to you dads, if you're like me, you're in your 40s and 50s, the kids are growing up, this phase of life is going to be over soon, right? So like I look back with this dog, Abby, I loved her. And I still do. And when I would say walk, she would shake her tail. I mean, I could be anywhere in the house and it couldn't even be, let's take the dogs for a walk. I just use it in a sentence. Her tail starts wagging. She runs up to me. She starts squealing. It was hilarious. But, I mean, that's all she really wanted. Let's spend time together. Like, when you were walking your dog through the park, they're thinking, this is the best thing. Walk me, please. And you're thinking about work, about family, about other stuff. This is what it is for them. So I just want you to think about this. Take those moments and your life and look around you and say, hey, being a dad is a phase. It's going to end. And if you think to yourself, man, I should really get out and play some more golf, or I should really work more hours. I mean, nobody on their deathbed, no dad has ever said, you know, if they say like priest or whatever, what are your last words? What's some final thoughts? Man, I really wish I would have gotten my score under par. I mean, nobody says that. They're like, I wish I would have spent more time with my family. I wish I would have invested in the small stuff. I wish I would have given more hugs. I wish I would have seen more, had more experiences rather than buy things. I wish I would have done more and created with my family. So just think about that. If your mindset is off, or if you don't know how to get there, there's a great book. I don't have it up here. It's in the other, it's not in this bookshelf. But Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. It walks through how to kind of put your life in order. And so many of the speakers in today's world kind of pull off of his stuff, his ideas of hey Antonio, of rocks and then pebbles and then sand and water. And the idea, if you don't know that, if you're like, what does that even mean? If you had this jar right here, how could I fill it up the most? If I had rocks, pebbles, sand, and water. Well, if I poured the water in, then I poured the sand in, and then the pebbles and then rocks, the rocks wouldn't really, it would just boil over, right? But if I put the bigger rocks and put them in there and shook it, and then put the pebbles in there and shook it around, right? The pebbles are going to find the holes. Then I take the sand and put it in there and shake it around so you fill that up. And then I can put water in. And the idea of these rocks, pebbles, sand, and water are the activities or the items that you can do with your day. So plan it out. Put the bigger things in there. If you don't have time planned to spend with your kids on just, I don't know, like we just camped out in our backyard. It's super uncomfortable, especially when your bed's right there, but I got a kick out of it, so whatever, let's do it. If you skip your kids' soccer games or baseball games or football games because you're going to play golf or you're going to do that other thing, or one of my biggest pet peeves of all, you're thinking, this time is mine, my family's taken away from it, my wife's going out of town, I gotta babysit the kids. If you're babysitting your kids, then you're the dad. You shouldn't babysit your kids. This should be adventure time. The kids should have peanut butter and jelly all over the house, and you should be loving that. So just think about this. We're in those 40, 50 years old, and your mindset's maybe not in the right place. Grab a book, grab a mentor. I say this all the time. Get a mentor. Ask him, hey, you're 10, 15 years older than me. What do you wish you would have done? And I bet you it's not going to be, man, I wish I would have played more golf.